Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been accused of being a predator, but what is the reason behind it? She has been working on her businesses, even more so since she left the plural family. Now some feel that she is preying on her followers. Keep reading for more details. Meri Brown accused of being a predator. After a decade of being neglected and looking like a fool, Meri Brown finally got the courage to leave her plural marriage. She divorced Kody Brown in 2014, and it was a downhill situation thereafter. Unfortunately, Meri was blind to what was going on. He favored his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, and spent almost all of his time with her and her 5 children. More so, he withheld intimacy from the marriage for a decade, per Meri, and she just went along with it. When he tried to do that with third wife, Christine Brown Woolley, she packed up his stuff and ended the marriage. Fans wanted to see Meri get out of the marriage because she was being used. Kody and Robyn kept her around for her income. Plus, Robyn, who claimed to be an ally, just wanted Meri to hang on so the family would not completely fall apart. Yet she knew full well that Kody would be fine if Meri found someone else and moved on. Viewers begged Meri to wake up and move, on which she finally did, and now she has a motivational business called Worthy Up. For $30/month, she will send an inspirational quote to followers, but some are calling her out on this. A fan posted that she steals these quotes from Pinterest and then preys on abused and vulnerable women. Furthermore, they called Meri Brown a predator for what she was doing and believed she would help women for free. Now there is no proof that these motivational quotes she would be sending are not hers, but many who have watched her on Sister Wives struggle to believe she can inspire. A new opportunity. It did look like Worthy Up was in trouble for some time, but now, Meri Brown has announced, via Instagram, that she will be hosting seminars. It is called Limitless, and it is a part of her brand. Sadly, her followers have had some choice words for the reality star. Comedy show. Sorry, Meri, but you should find another way to make a living. Write the book we've all been waiting for. Spill the tea. I just don't know anyone who would take life advice from Meri Brown. She shared her husband with 3 other women and then spent the last 10 years living alone with no relationship with her so-called husband. It seems it will take some more time and healing for followers to take Meri seriously when it comes to life advice. Do you think she is exhibiting predatory behavior, or is she just overcharging when she could be dishing for free? Let us know in the comments below. Meri Brown, one of the most recognized members of the Brown family from Sister Wives, has always been at the center of both admiration and controversy. As Kody Brown's first wife, Meri has had her fair share of challenges, particularly with the shifting dynamics of the family's relationships. However, in recent years, Meri has found herself embroiled in an entirely new and deeply unsettling accusation, that of being a predator. This shocking allegation has left fans and critics alike scratching their heads, questioning the truth behind the claims and the motives that drive them. But what exactly does this accusation mean? And why has it emerged at this particular moment in the Brown family's ongoing saga? In this piece, we'll explore the origins of the predator accusation against Meri, analyze the events that led to the controversy, and dive into the complex dynamics within the Brown family that might explain why Meri is being targeted. We'll also consider the impact these allegations have had on her relationships, both within the family and with the public, as well as how this controversy ties into the larger narrative of Sister Wives. The roots of the accusation. What does it mean to be a predator? To understand why Meri Brown has been accused of being a predator, it's crucial to first understand the meaning behind the term and how it has been used in this context. The word predator typically refers to someone who exploits or takes advantage of others, often in a manipulative, coercive, or harmful manner. It carries a deeply negative connotation and is most often associated with sexual or emotional predation, someone who takes advantage of others for personal gain, power, or control. The specific accusations against Meri Brown are not related to criminal behavior, but stem from a series of events and behaviors that fans and some critics have interpreted as manipulative or emotionally exploitative. These allegations are particularly troubling given the high-profile nature of the Brown family and the public's familiarity with their personal lives. When an accusation like this arises within such a close-knit and often scrutinized family, the implications are significant. The catfish scandal, a turning point in Meri's reputation. The catalyst for Meri Brown's predator accusations can largely be traced back to one of the most controversial and talked about moments in Sister Wives history, the infamous catfish scandal. In 2015, Meri became embroiled in a deeply unsettling online scandal that shook the Brown family to its core. The situation began when Meri engaged in an online relationship with a man who turned out to be a woman pretending to be someone else. The woman, posing as a man named Sam Cooper, created an online persona that was romantic and enticing, eventually convincing Meri to engage emotionally. The catfish incident became a defining moment in Meri's personal life and her portrayal on Sister Wives. It was revealed that Meri had been emotionally involved with someone she believed to be a man, and she had developed a close, intimate relationship with him online. The deception was discovered after Meri's relationship with Sam fell apart, and the truth about the catfishing scheme came to light. The family, particularly Kody, was devastated by the betrayal, and the scandal created a rift in Meri's relationship with him. Kody, in particular, seemed to struggle with forgiving Meri for her involvement in the situation, which ultimately left their marriage in tatters. Though Meri had been the victim of manipulation by the catfisher, the fallout from the scandal took a significant toll on her reputation. Fans were quick to criticize Meri for her emotional vulnerability and questioned her decision to engage in an online relationship while already married to Kody. While some sympathized with Meri for falling prey to a deceptive individual, others began to view her actions as an indication of emotional instability, and a new narrative began to take shape: that Meri was an individual prone to manipulative and self-serving behaviors, even if unintentionally. The impact on Meri's relationships, emotional exploitation. The predator accusations came into sharper focus after the fallout from the catfish scandal. In the years following the incident, Meri's interactions with others, particularly with her fellow wives, began to spark renewed concern. It wasn't just about the catfish scandal anymore. It was about how Meri's behavior seemed to impact those around her. Some fans and critics began to view Meri's actions as emotionally manipulative, particularly in her relationships with Kody and the other wives. The most prominent example of this dynamic can be seen in Meri's ongoing struggles with Kody. Despite being married to him for over 30 years, Meri and Kody's relationship had deteriorated long before the catfish incident, but the scandal seemed to solidify the emotional distance between them. Kody has repeatedly expressed that he no longer feels the same way about Meri, and in recent seasons of Sister Wives, viewers have seen him push Meri further away, often blaming her for the emotional divide. Kody's emotional coldness towards Meri became more pronounced after the scandal, and fans saw her struggle to reconcile with him. However, what really added fuel to the predator accusation was Meri's behavior toward other people, particularly the other wives. There have been numerous moments on Sister Wives where Meri's actions seemed to be manipulative, often in ways that cast doubt on her true intentions. For example, she has been accused of attempting to insert herself into Robyn and Kody's relationship, often undermining the dynamics between them. Robyn, Kody's fourth wife, has publicly spoken about the challenges of her relationship with Meri, noting that Meri's behaviors can sometimes feel emotionally draining and disruptive. While Meri may not have intentionally sought to manipulate the other wives, her actions have often been interpreted as emotionally exploitative. Whether it's making passive-aggressive comments, pursuing attention from Kody in ways that feel needy or insincere, or trying to insert herself into family matters that don't concern her, Meri's actions have sometimes appeared to lack awareness of the emotional toll they take on others. In some cases, this has led fans to question whether Meri has developed patterns of behavior that could be considered manipulative, even if they are not overtly malicious. The role of isolation and loneliness in Meri's behavior. Another aspect of Meri's behavior that has contributed to the predator accusations is the sense of isolation and loneliness she has experienced throughout her time on Sister Wives. As the first wife, Meri has always had a unique position in the family. However, her relationship with Kody, which has been strained for years, has left her feeling disconnected and alienated. While Kody has grown emotionally close to Robyn, Meri has often been depicted as struggling to find her place within the family structure. Meri has openly expressed feelings of loneliness and abandonment, particularly in recent seasons. She has acknowledged that Kody no longer shows the same affection or emotional support he once did, and this has contributed to her sense of isolation. However, some have suggested that Meri's attempts to cope with this loneliness have led her to engage in emotionally exploitative behaviors, whether by seeking validation from others or trying to create drama within the family. In some ways, it could be argued that Meri's sense of desperation for attention and affection has made her more prone to acting in ways that others perceive as manipulative or predatory. This is not to say that Meri is consciously exploiting anyone, but her emotional vulnerability and longing for connection have created a space where others feel uncomfortable. When someone is consistently seeking affection or validation in unhealthy ways, it can create a sense of emotional imbalance that others might interpret as predatory. Meri's actions, while born out of a desire for love and recognition, may be seen by some as emotional manipulation or exploitation, especially when they disrupt the family's already delicate balance. The fallout: how the accusations have impacted Meri. The accusations of Meri being a predator have not been taken lightly by her. While Meri has not directly addressed the claims in detail, her behavior on social media suggests that she is keenly aware of the criticism she faces. She often posts messages of self-love, empowerment, and personal growth, which indicate that she is attempting to reclaim her narrative and rebuild her reputation after the fallout from the catfish scandal and the predator accusations. Despite this, Meri's relationships within the Brown family appear to be as strained as ever. Kody's emotional distance remains palpable, and Meri's interactions with the other wives remain tense. The emotional rift within the family is hard to ignore, and it's clear that Meri's actions, whether intentional or not, have played a significant role in deepening those divides. For some fans, the accusations against Meri have been difficult to reconcile with her long history on the show. While she has often been portrayed as a loving and devoted wife, the more recent seasons of Sister Wives have shown a side of Meri that is desperate, emotionally vulnerable, and sometimes manipulative. Whether or not Meri is truly a predator in the sense that the term is being used is up for debate, but it's clear that the allegations have added another layer of complexity to the already fractured relationships within the Brown family. Conclusion: a family in crisis. The accusations of Meri being a predator have cast a long shadow over the Sister Wives franchise, adding a level of complexity to the already turbulent relationships within the Brown family. While Meri may not be consciously exploiting anyone, her actions have led many to perceive her behavior as emotionally manipulative. The catfish scandal, her strained relationship with Kody, and her ongoing struggles with loneliness and validation have all contributed to a narrative that paints her in a more negative light. As Sister Wives continues to unfold, it's clear that Meri's journey is one of personal growth and self-discovery. Whether or not she can repair her relationships with Kody and the other wives remains to be seen. But for now, the accusations against her continue to shape her public image, leaving fans wondering what